Alrighty, we're back. Hello everyone, Wheels back with you here on Farm Sim 25 Early Access Preview. This is actually day 22 of 25. I stream Farm Sim 22 every day until I got access yesterday to 25, and we're going to go consecutively all the way through Tuesday. So tomorrow won't be a long stream. It'll be very short, probably later on in the evening, but today though, we're here. Let me fix my YouTube Shorts screen on my laptop. All right, there we go. So we're back in here. I'm on the Asian map right now, and I've set up a new farm scenario, kind of. I've been messing with that. I started out with $1 million, bought the land that I've got, and I put together a little starting kit, and I got $7,500 left. So I need to buy a place to put water because I haven't been able to find anywhere on this map where you can actually get free water from getting water. So we can't find a spot to back a trailer up. Oh yeah, you know, I probably do want to do that. I'm starting soon. Okay, now we're starting. Here we are. Now I've revealed. I pulled up the curtain.
You know how many times I used to do
that? There's water right back there, but I know. It's funny. Do stuff. I was concentrating on this YouTube short stream, and I didn't. Can you get water from back here? No. Like, there's no way to back a trailer up here. You're not getting it from that stream, so. I just don't think that they intended you to. Now, maybe if I back straight down that. Oh, I could try that. I'm fixing to get in trouble here. I don't know that I can even back down that thing. I don't think I'm a good enough driver to back this up. Back down there. Alright, so if I was do F1. Yeah, it's really. I don't know if I can. Oh, let's see if we can. I'm just curious. Curiosity killed the cat. I know, but I got 9 lives. Oh, let's not talk about it. No, let's not put cats into this. We won't go there. Let's not go down that road. Okay, like as I'm going down it. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Can I refill? Yes. I think. No. It said refill or is it refilling? I can't see whether it refilled it or not. It did. Okay. So there's your water trigger, guys. If you want free water, you got to go down to the end of that. I mean, hey, beats spending a bunch of money. It's right down the street from my farm. There you go. So you can't use that little place there, but you can refill it in that little creek right there at the end of it. You'd think that they would have I bet you they never intended anybody filling their tank there. What do you want to bet? Anyway, I found a place to get water on this map. In that little creek right there at the end of the little reservoir thing. You could probably terraform it a little bit and maybe, well, you can't coming off the end of that cement, but maybe. That is funny. I didn't think that was gonna work. I can't. My little chat overlays in front of the water things. Actually, I need to move that so I can see that. I had that set to where it was above that, so I could look at things right there, above the speedometer. So, yep, we did. And I think this one thing right here will do this. And I'm guessing that I'll have to see what I can get out of there. 1 second, guys. Let me check. See what this. Okay. Not a call that I care about. Okay. So let's see what we can do at the greenhouses here. Hey, Ryan. No active productions. Okay, so let's go in there. I got to make some money. Now, I do have an oat field to harvest, so we're going to be doing that. I think these are the same. Yeah, they're together. All right, what do we have that we can grow in here? We have, well, everything. I don't know what's the best. I know that strawberries are really good to sell. But let's just go ahead and do. Let's just do all of them. That's fine. Why not? Chili peppers. Very nice. Okay. We don't have a lot of water in there, though, so probably should go back and get another load. I don't know. Do I want to keep going back to that stupid creek every time? No, I don't. I don't want to buy it either. Okay. But where would I put the water tower? Let's see. Maybe put it just right here. That's out of the way. I do have that whole open area. I sold there's a building that's over here that's supposed to be a farm barn, but you can't use it. So I went ahead and did away with it. So I could put the water thing right there, like right at the edge of that. Although it makes sense to put it near the place. Greenhouse already time. Hey, Brian, I did not place that. It was already there, so that don't count. Back in Pleasant Valley 17, a guy I was playing with on the server once, I was really wanting to do the greenhouses, and as soon as we put them down, I kind of got tired of the game and quit playing. That was way back in 2017, so now everybody, the joke is if I put down a greenhouse, I'm done.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen in 22, so it ain't gonna happen here. But I've never heard the end of it. $1,500, and I gotta buy the. I kind of like that little windmill, though. I hate to put it here and waste all that area. I'm not really wasting it, but that's a pretty big footprint for that. I guess I could do that, and then that's fine. I mean, it's more useful with that there than it was before. That's fine. It looks good right there, actually. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to use the rest of my money on water, which I don't really want to do. I guess I could still temporarily go down and get. I do need to buy a little station to start selling stuff. I'll tell you what, let me make one more trip to the creek. And then after that, I'll start buying it. I know it makes no sense that I just put down water source, and now I'm going to, because I know you do get charged when you buy it from there. I already know that because I saw someone yesterday with the same scenario. Oops, we didn't need that road sign. Who needs a road sign? We already know it. Let's see. Let's backing up here's. Maybe I need to take some time and hook up my wheel tomorrow. Once again, it's on my desk. I don't know why I didn't have time. I'll have to remap all the keys probably the way I want them, because I don't use foot pedals. Well, so I'll have to at least do the acceleration tab, which I usually end up using my keyboard for that anyway. Regardless of what the wheel's doing, but I need to map a couple things. I might get into it tonight if I feel like it, but I don't know if I feel like doing that. I'm so used to the keyboard anyway, I don't know. I need to probably also get my Logitech joystick hooked up so I can use it for stuff on this too. So between the wheel and the joystick, usually I put the throttle on the joystick so I can just use the little slider. But all right, let's go ahead and fill this with water a little bit more, at least enough. And then I think I might put my little how much, I don't know how much the little cell point thing is. I do need some pallet forks. All right, so let's okay, let's go ahead and put the water tank here. I don't know how long the greenhouse takes to produce stuff. How much are those little cell stations? Factories, that's not it. Sheds, no. Fences, sculpting, wait. Maybe it is here. Oh, there's another tab, duh. Sell points. Small farmers kiosk. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have $10,000 for that. It's fine. We can get that. We can get that. Not too distant future. I can always take out a loan. I'm trying to avoid that though. I think one other thing. I'm not gonna do that right now. All right, let me then get over here. We're gonna go ahead and harvest those oats because I need that. It's going to take a while. That's a big field. I'm going to be doing a lot of it. I'm not going to hire a worker. I might hire a worker for some of it, but since I don't have any money, I don't really want to spend money on workers right now, or either. So we got the Crampe trailer with the extension on it and the change colors, and then the 6R with the upgraded engine and your bale forks. So because I'm going to bale this field, I'm going to do little bales, and then I'm going to just put them in the stacker. So I got a lot of field work to do. And I got a tiny little combine. But even with $1 million, that's all we could really get. So I didn't have to start with this farm, but I happen to like this particular farm plot. So, and then I've got some contracts I could do, but it's going to take me a while to do all this field and then do the straw on it too. So I think this is basically what I'm going to be spending the afternoon doing here. That's basically you're looking at it right there. Get past this and go down to the corner. I guess I could have done any corner. We're gonna go this way with the headlands though. We'll probably do maybe 3 of them. Okay, steering assist. Let's go with 3. Work direction, automatic. Oh wait. Okay, that's cool. You can change the degrees on the field to match which direction you want to go. Okay, that's good. Okay, now automatic did good, so we can do that. Show lines would be fine. Auto work with and okay. All right, so go ahead and make sure we're putting out straw, because again, we're gonna need it for the money, and we're off, man. Yeah, I like the way that little blue outline looks on the YouTube short stream. That's cool. I need to probably move up my SGA thing, but that's fine. That's pretty good. I can get used to using this. Not very hard at all. It's just different slightly, so it takes a little getting used to. But I'm sure that if a mod comes out, I'll probably try it. All they can do is improve on it, but it's pretty good. I mean, it may be a while, and it's okay. It's actually good. So with a slight turn, it will work. I was a little bit concerned before that it was only going to do straight lines, but when you have just a little bit of a turn, it will. When it's a big, turn over a certain percentage-wise degree, it's going to not to keep the line. It's going to make you reset the line. But it will do a curved field like that. So that's kind of good to know. I'm curious when people start modding maps and stuff, how this will look in their fields, like for round fields or really weird shapes in fields, what it'll actually do when it detects those fields. And the next question I have is, if you make your own field, does it recognize that field to be able to produce the data? I would think that it does. I don't know if it's based on, land that becomes farmland by being plowed in, made a field that's created, if it would do it. There's not really a lot of places on these to make your own fields. So, and obviously the no man's land style of maps is popular right now. Matter of fact, no man's land was the map downloaded the most from the mod hub. And so whether you make your own fields, I assume that they, would implement that to work. That this feature would function like that, or just making sure it doesn't actually have to get baked into the map, but you don't actually hire workers that way, so I would think it would be fine, but who knows? Until we try it, who knows? And you notice it did make that everything. It gets everything on it does not leave any spaces. It even goes over the edge a little bit on the left there. Well, that's pretty good. So, see how big this field is and how small my combine is. So, we got a lot to do here. But that's okay, because I don't got nothing else to do and all day to do it. So, it looks like it's going to follow the edge of this field nicely. Oh, it sounds so cool on the inside, man. It's like it's got more of a bassy noise than it had before. It really is very pronounced in the difference between outside and in cab. I don't know, it's gonna make me want to drive in cab more. Imagine that. But it's nice though. You guys are really gonna love the sound, especially if you you turn the game up if you're not streaming or something or whatever. You're not making a video, like, obviously people play with their sounds louder, but possibly. Definitely worth turning it up to hear it at least a little bit. That's for sure. Definitely has a new car sound. I was going to say new car smell, but it don't have that. We got an ad starting in 1 minute, guys, on Twitch. And we're also over on YouTube as well, in the YouTube Shorts. So 2 different ways to watch on YouTube. And we're getting a raid from Mr. Alpaca. Billy Alpaca coming in with an ad starts in 9 seconds. Okay, what are we... Thank you for the raid. I didn't see how many you came in with. 18. I see it now. Okay. All right. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Some of you, welcome back from earlier. And good. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Mamadou 53. Why am I stopping? What's going on with my combine? I don't know. All right, it's kind of getting bogged down a little bit there. Is the ground wet in that spot? I don't know. A little rough right there. Let's see. Can I raise the? I don't know. Somehow I was hitting the ground or something there. So I'm harvesting an oat field here on the Asian map. We're right in the middle of the valley. I started a new farm right here. So I currently have this Massey, the John Deere 6R, the Crampe trailer. I've got a water tank where I filled my greenhouses. And I've got a small baler and a bale stacker. And a very large field of oats that I'm going to get a pretty good yield off of, and straw. So needless to say, I got a lot of work to do farm-wise. I hope you guys are having a good day. A junk tire, huh? Good job, Mamadou. You come in and catch a tire. Thanks for cleaning that out of there, though. Boy. And yeah, I don't know why it's not. It's getting stuck in a couple of spots. They're kind of, maybe it's pretty low. We are nearly full. And I'll go ahead and empty out. If I can get down to the corner, that'll be great. If not, that's fine too. Doesn't matter. So at some point in this process, I'm going to probably hire a worker to finish it, because I don't know if I'm going to do it all. But I don't mind actually doing the work. So. Hope you guys had a great stream. What are you guys doing? What were you guys doing? What map were you on? Keep on the. Okay, now tab into my vehicle isn't working. Oh, yeah, it is. I was in the wrong button. Caps lock don't work, wheels. Okay, so let's go get the trailer. So now, are you into actually farming, Billy, or were you playing around doing a few contracts? Okay, so you were actually getting into gameplay, not just kind of like showing off stuff. Or are you in the? Have you started a save game yet? You did? Okay. Yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm going to do that myself. And I decided here on this Asian map that I wanted to start not at the main farm that it normally puts you at. So I'm going to start with farm manager because I like this farmyard better and I like this valley. I think it's going to be really fun to farm this valley. You know, one person I'm wondering, oh, I don't know, that might not actually work with that. I wonder if I can do anything with that pipe or if that's probably where it goes. Pipe in, lift header. Doesn't have any. Oh, that's the actual header. So, you know what? This trailer's not going to work. I'm going to have to take the extension off of it. You're going to be checking out the Asia map tomorrow? Okay. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I don't really dig the where the Asian map's main farm is so much. All right, I'm gonna have to go and modify this because I can't use this with that, which is fine. This still has pretty good capacity, but I didn't know if the extension would work. I should have checked it before I did it. Well, let's go back and we'll remove the extension on this. It's fine. Right down to the vehicle shop. Plus, this is really close to the vehicle shop, which the other one is too. Of course, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been playing the 16x map. So this is like right down the street. Anywhere in this map is right down the street. Sort of. Customize, and we will wait. Is that without the extension? No, it's got to be. Oh, extension, no. No, I don't think I wanted to. I didn't want to change color. Wait. That I did not want to change. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. That's going to work better. I like the rice fields, and I like the two greenhouses. But the other farm I'm at does two greenhouses too. They're just not mushrooms. I think maybe mushrooms are cool though. I wish. That's one thing, but I don't like the way the actual farmyard is set up. It's too small. I want a big. A nice big area to put things and open. Okay, I went the wrong way. Let's kind of quick do a little detour through the countryside. But we all play different, so I got no problem with people like that. Hello, Noam Fargan and Slicer Plays. How you doing? I don't know if you guys are. I'm sorry if I missed you there. Hopefully, I didn't miss you. Anyway, you go over there on the YouTube short stream. 10 Shays. Now, if you're on the YouTube short and you want to watch a normal size stream, I am on YouTube under the horizontal normal configuration and on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, you get a bonus because you can play the fishing game. You don't get that over on the YouTubes. Do. Okay, so we got that empty. And go ahead. All right, so we'll go ahead and moving on along here. Move right along. As I go, I'll test the hired worker as well later. But hey, James, do bales. Okay. All right, I'll do bales. I gotta do bales. I need the money, James. You're picking up the last load of corn stalks? Okay, awesome. All right, I'll try to entertain you. Yep, I'm doing mini bales, Billy, because that's all I can afford. Mini bales. So we'll get to a certain point, then I'll hire the worker, and I'll work on doing some baling while he's doing his part. And the sound of the machine is so great. Well, James, I don't know what you're driving. I don't know if it sounds like the inside of this combine. It's pretty quiet. Your IRL auto load sucks. Do I have? Yes, I did. I do, Billy. I got them. So I can bale the small bales, and I can link them all together with the mini baler stacker. It is cool. I like the mod that actually, where you could take the mini bales and it threw them in the back of a trailer. I'm in a John Deere 7215R. Yeah, is it quiet? Okay. Oh, I got that sound that my GPS was running out and it didn't. So, yep, everything looks really good. Obviously, everybody keeps asking, what's the best thing about the game so far? And really, I got to tell you, it's just the environment. That's the thing that's the best, that I like the best about it. And the fact that I can combine in a straight line in an early vanilla game. And the console guys are going to love that. Yeah, everything, right? Except for the amount of vehicles and stuff. Quiet as long as it's not beeping at you. You get that often? All right, so we're gonna like that. I think James liked this little combine. It's much better than the old New Holland we usually get. Yeah, it is. Oh, we're losing our line because it keeps on bumping. Right here on this side of the field is pretty rough. Okay. Well, in the end, guys, we're still going up and down the field. It's still farm sim. Nothing else different. You're still going to farm. So, if you like the farming, then you're in the right spot. It's going to be the same experience in the end. Just a new environment, a few more features and new place and better graphics. It's still going to be a lot of rinse and repeat. You want to get chickens next? Cool. Okay, now I'm keep on stopping on the field and not really sure what the reason for that is. So we're getting I guess the combine head's getting stuck on the ground. Now, there is a way to lift it, but that only lifts the cutter. And if we go like that, then I guess the bottom of that's just hitting the ground a little bit. Maybe that needs to be maybe adjusted slightly. We got the third. I'm doing 3 headlands. I'll probably, what I may do is go ahead and actually stop and do the straw. We're at 72% capacity here. Like I said, I may stop and do the headlands and get rid of the straw off that before we start going up and down the field. But we can go ahead and start the worker going up and down the field, and I can work on that. You guys got any questions about Farm Sim 25 at all? Anything I can possibly show you on the Asian map, or, you know, vehicle shop, or placeables, or anything like that? Eventually I am going to get to putting down a pasture fairly quick, but I've only got $6,000 left, so I've got to be careful. Oh, now we're lined up. And then we'll hit it. Now I'm going to have to empty here in a second, so. Okay, now the question is the steering going to stop at the end of this spot right here? Is that too much of an angle, or is it going to turn it on that angle and keep the GPS line? It is going to stop, so I do have to realign it. So once you get to a certain angle, you're going to have to release it. Oats in the trailer. Does oats go in a bread factory in vanilla? I think it does. I'm going over the. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna start getting into the crop. Come on, Wheels. Stay out of your crop. Incidentally, you can tell that the crop destruction that I currently have on will probably go off. But I did want to show you what it looks like. It doesn't. Looks like it kills a little bit of it and deletes. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It could be just a swath that is coming out. Oh yeah, you can see the part that's not for the straw is still coming out on the ground. And it's a very fine looking grain as it goes in the trailer too. I can tell that looks. I kind of wonder what potatoes looks like. If it looks like the nougat on a Snickers bar still. And we can go ahead and start making bread soon. I'm going to need to put it in the silo until I can afford. Are you playing on PC or console? So excited for 3 more days, Peachy's girl. I'm playing on PC. It's early access code on the PC, but it's vanilla except for we put a plow in there that we modified from a cultivator to make it square. So we have a square plow. Other than that, yeah, it's really nice. Game's really great. Gonna really enjoy it. Gonna really enjoy it. Gonna really enjoy it. And if you're on console, I assume that your graphics are going to look very similar. But if you're on console, then you can use the steering assistance, which I'm doing right here. And that's very cool for the console peeps. Very cool for the console people. Okay, and now it made that turn without having to deactivate. Matter of fact, console people aren't going to know what to do, man, with steering assistance. You can have such straight rows on your crops now. It's going to look good, man. You guys are going to, it's going to be fun. Fun. This is the starting combine you get by default. Although I started in Farm Manager. Heads up, we got a ad starting in 2 minutes and 51 seconds on Twitch. My graphics are a little fuzzy today. Dirty windows. Those IRL graphics, huh? Just get some Windex. It's a whole lot easier and cheaper to improve your graphics in real life. Just buy some Windex. So I get to this end of the field and I start having trouble a little bit with the terrain somewhat. I don't know. I'd be interested to see if other people have an issue. The new AI is going to change our lives. I know, you're not wrong. Although when you get to this part of the field, there's something, seems like there's something up with it. It's bumpy or... Now what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to hire a worker. Oh wait, it wants to start going up and down the field here. That's right, because that's 3 headlands. So we'll come out, come around here like this. Wait, it looks like that row right there is next. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually set the worker, and they should actually pick up right there where we leave off. So I noticed before it always wants to shut. This is the Asian map right now. I have started on Riverbend. It's pretty cool. The Asian map is really nice too. And this is not the default farm that you get in the Asian map. I started with a different map, a different farm. The Riverbend map's cool, and this map is nice too, though. I love the valley down here, so I'm doing a playthrough on both of them. I'm just kind of doing this one right now. Okay, so we'll hold H down, auto worker. We're going to pick up. Okay, so you can either start with headlands or work up and down, so you can change that. Now, I'm not going to change anything. See, I don't know what it means by that. Let's just leave it and see what it does. It's not doing anything. So now if I start him up, what's he gonna do? He should pick up where I leave off, I was curious if he's gonna go back to the beginning. I tried this the other day, but looks like he will just pick up right there. We'll kind of watch him for a second and see what he does. You see the train? Yeah, you see the train. Yeah, I have been on Riverbend. It's great. Definitely great. I think you can hear me okay on YouTube, right? Yeah, James can hear me. Yeah. Yep. This is definitely the Asian map. Okay, so the way this is set, I've got it set to go up and down the field, but because it's square, it's not going to do it that way. It's actually going the other way. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Yo, yo.
Hey, Wheels.
What's up?
Hear than me trying to type.
That's okay.
I'm just bouncing around a cornfield carrying bales, 10 feet in the air.
Okay. And now we have coming to us live from Ontario, Canada, live from the tractor, Farmer James.
Picking up these rotten things. I've come to a little realization. Cornstalk bales are kind of like furnace in physics.
Really?
They don't like to go onto the spears. They don't like to come off the spears.
YouTube is good. Okay. That's how you know it's Hutan Pantai is the train. Yeah. Yeah, the raised train. Yep. That among other things. But yeah. 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 Okay. So it's truer to life than what we might think, than what we want to think. In this instance. Now, are cornstalk bales, do they behave different than straw bales?
Oh, they're absolutely terrible to deal with.
Oh, okay. So they're...
The only reason we do them is because they're free bedding.
Are they lighter or heavier?
Heavier, and then just because of the size of the stalk, when you pack them into a bale, the spears don't like to slide in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay. Well, I'm watching my 8.
Yeah, they're kind of a unique animal to deal with, but
Okay.
We do a few hundred every year just because
It's free.
we need the bedding. It's free. We spend enough money buying bedding that we don't need to spend anymore.
Right.
See, like now I've got one that wants to stay on the spears.
Right.
You just got to wiggle and shake and jiggle, and same things you do in farm sim. You just keep wiggling the spears around until they start to move. Sometimes you pull them right off the wagon when you're trying to take them off.
Peachy says hi.
Hi.
In YouTube there.
Ah, yes, I did see Peachy's typing. I closed YouTube and just set the
Oh, you closed it.
beside me.
Oh, gotcha.
I got your I
Oh.
got my earpiece in. And I
Oh, yeah.
I might as well just come in and talk for a little bit while I'm picking up these bales that are all over this 30 acres.
Yeah, that's good. It sounds good. I'm watching my hired worker. It's kind of interesting the way it's doing this. It's a L-shaped field, and it's like going up and down the field, but it's going straight and then stopping in the middle and turning around. So it doesn't. It's
Okay,
it's not going to do an L shape. It's going to go straight down.
Straight back and forth for a while, and then it might. What I'd like to. Now, this is my thought: is will it switch to the longer passes when it gets to the L?
I don't know what it'll do at the end. That's a good question. I think it would.
There's two ways of doing it. Keep going the same direction back and forth, or swap and go the long passes when you get to the other direction. Kind of thing. I'm just curious what it's going to decide is best.
Tannin Gaps.
Oh, that's a good idea.
How you doing?
Facing right into the sun now. And I don't know about down in your part of the world, Wheels, but this time of year the sun hangs really low all day long. It's right in my
It does. I mean, it kind of does. Not quite probably as low as where you're at. Oh, that's good.
It's probably less noticeable down there than it is here, but like another good one.
Well, that's good there, Did. I'll just call you Did. All right, so now my worker is stuck. So I'm going to see if he can work this out. This field I'm in, I feel like it's bumpy, and the combine keeps getting to a point where it's stuck and doesn't want to go any further. I think the header's down a little bit too low on it.
Oh, well, maybe there's going to need to be some adjustments.
Yeah, like
Is it like down too low on like ground deformation troubles?
no, I think it's the header itself.
Like it's just set to be too low.
I think the header's rubbing on the ground.
I've noticed that with modded combines in 22 before.
Yeah, I've never seen an AI do it, but yeah. Now it'll sit there for a minute and then it'll work it out. It's like it sat there stuck for a minute and then all of a sudden it moved. Unless it's thinking.
I'm wondering, will that be like soft spots in the field, so to speak, where the combine's sinking a little too much and the header's hitting the ground?
It may be, which, if they're going to make it a realism thing, that's. I can live with that.
Well, yes, but
But
in real life, cutting with a header like that, your table has a sensor in it, like your grain table, the header.
oh yeah, and it will go up and down.
Raise and lower as it's going across the field. So, I mean, it still shouldn't be getting stuck, but if it is,
They probably.
maybe that's something. I'm guessing it's something they're going to have to work on a little.
Yeah. Well, and it's not a flex, header. It's one of that's that cheap. First one you get. But yeah, you're right. It is still.
It'll still have an adjustable, like a flexible cutter head. It's just not as noticeable and not nearly the same as the big fancy new ones that'll just about cross over a road ditch.
I think it's the little tongs it's the little front things on the edges that are the things that are hitting, not the actual.
Those should. On most headers, those float too. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we have a flex head, and it's 40 years old.
Yeah. So it should,
It doesn't work. We destroyed it, but
you know, one can,
it used to work.
right. Well, one of the
It
problems, yeah,
wore out. That's
yeah. Well, one of the problems I have is that it doesn't tell me how full it is anywhere. So there's no. But somebody had said that there was a way to see how full they were from a distance,
oh.
and I don't see that. Maybe you have to be outside a vehicle to see it.
Now, I
Yes.
meant to ask you last night, Wheels.
Uh-huh.
Have you noticed, and it may be too early in your gameplay to tell, but have you noticed where, like, with the ground deformation, where if you hit a wetter spot in the field, does it sink more type of thing? Is there anything
I tried to do
in there? Or is it...
I tried to do a test on that, and I didn't really see it. But then I asked Dave about that this morning, and he was saying that he did see a difference.
Okay, but is it like full field based? Like
I think it is.
fields that are wetter. Okay, I was just wondering, like,
Yeah.
you go through a low spot, and sometimes it's a little softer in real life. I wasn't sure how intricate they'd gone with that.
I think it's going to be probably the whole area.
Yeah.
That's gotten wet. If it's raining, it's going to be equally applied. Now I don't know if that applies across the map. If it isn't raining on that field, I think it's per field.
I mean, it makes sense that a flooded field, like a rice field that you flood, is probably going to be pretty similar amount of soft all the way throughout.
Right.
But like a field, like say a cornfield, since I'm sitting in one that works as an example.
Yeah.
If I was out here after it rained, I'd probably have to wait a day or two for the majority of the field to dry off. But a valley, like a spot where water would
it may stay.
would be a little more soft.
Yeah, it'd stay for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that they've done that. No. I'd have to say no, I don't think.
Probably not.
That's a little more advanced.
This is the first we've seen ground deformation. I'm not surprised to not see it. It would be neat if they had gone all the way when they first put it in, but
Oh, thanks for that sub, Peaches.
I suspect that'll be something we wouldn't see till at least the next version of Farm Sim.
So we got a new sub over there on YouTube. Give her a round of applause.
Sun's in my eyes. I almost ran over a bale.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to do little bales here.
I'm just the hired help. I'm not supposed to have to do windows and stuff.
Right. Right.
I'm not even the hired help. I'm family.
That wasn't the first farm you said, right? This one is nice looking. Right. This farm is in the middle of the map. I'll go ahead and show it to you. This farm is right here in the middle of the valley. It's designed as one of the, I don't know that there's more than two, maybe there is, but right here is the one I'm at. And then the farm by default that you start with is down here. And if I go, some people like it. Billy said he likes it. But you start out with some rice fields and another field down below. But I don't like the way the farmyard looks. It's got some buildings that I feel like are needless on it. And I don't know. I just prefer the other one so I can develop a larger operation, because what I feel like doing is farming the valley. I feel like that's what I'm simulating, farming the valley. So I don't want a farm over here in the corner. Plus, being it's a starter farm, it has Grandpa standing there for the tutorial, which is fine and all, but I've already done that. And we have actually pay attention, Farmer James. He will.
What's this?
She said pay attention.
I'm out hunting now. I went for a drive. There's some pretty sizable hills on the one end of this field. So I went for a little drive to see how many bales I have left. I only got about 10 or 14 bales left.
Okay, now I want to see if I can do a baling. I don't know what my thing was. Like right in the center? Yeah. Well, it's kind of in the center. I mean, if you look at it, it's right here. I own this field right here, this one field. And so I'm right there in the middle, right? As you zoom in, literally right there. So I kind of like it because I can farm all areas. If you see what I mean there. It's not quite right in the center, but it's pretty close, pretty close.
Oh, I'm glad my girlfriend's not riding with me right now.
Yeah.
She comes from about a little better than a half-hour drive away from me, and her area. Yeah, you go back to sleep, buddy. I got her got my little buddy with me. He's woke up again. But anyways, she comes from very flat land farming.
Uh-huh.
She gets very nervous on hills.
Oh.
Not her. Why, man? So we do a custom job at a farm, and
okay.
He's got a friend that's a girl, and we tease him that he's got a girlfriend. He's 5.
Oh, okay.
He's defending that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't blame him.
Yep.
You got to keep your toes around you.
Well, he likes to come and keep an eye on me when I'm doing the custom job. Make sure we're doing it right.
Yeah.
We do silage for them.
Oh, okay. Okay, now what's interesting is my combine filled up to 95%. It seems like it drove to the trailer.
That's cool.
I don't know if it did. Yeah, it wasn't. Don't you think? If it did that?
Well, that's Courseplays got that. That would be neat if it was a in-game thing.
I know it.
Like I sometimes do that if I've got Courseplay on 22 doing my combining when I'm using the older stuff. Instead of having the wagons drive out across the field, I do it a little more realistic and park the wagons and have the combine do that self-unload or whatever they call it. It's just a different way to do it. You know me, Wheels. I like to be different.
Yeah, hey, you yeah. Okay, so I reassign the worker from the middle of the field. He's not even lined up. I want to see where he goes next.
Okay.
I don't know where he's going. I don't know if he knows where he's going.
I was just about to say, I don't think he knows.
What? Maybe.
What's up, James?
Oh, not too much. Just picking up some bales. Figured I'd stop in and try and coax Wheels into picking up bales with me.
Oh, I will when I make them.
I think I'm going to be done before you're picking them up.
You think so? Yeah, probably.
I didn't have to make them. Dad was out here and baled them.
Oh, you're just picking them up. I'm watching.
I got sent to pick them up after I broke my manure spreader.
Gotcha. Well, I'm trying to see. I'm just watching my AI at the moment. He's kind of stuck. This is an AI test.
So he's not necessarily finding his way.
I think he wants to.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Of pulling up the course that it was looking to go.
Well, I can pull up like that.
Oh, okay. So.
But it doesn't really give it to me. If I reset, I don't know why it says no field detected. That's a bit weird, but okay. So let me now go and line up. Maybe I reset it by mistake. Maybe I should have never messed with it when it was done unloading. I should have just rehired him. I want to know what it's going to do now. Okay, so if I click it now, I fixed him. Is he going to just stop? Let's see what it does. I'd love for it just to go right there, line up, and just keep going straight. It's, I mean, it's almost as entertaining as auto drive.
Or the classic horseplay circle of death.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's just taking me back.
Oh, I heard somebody talking about that in that video I was watching the other day. And I thought, Jesus, it's been a while now. But that used to be,
I'm watching him.
just got confused. And circle, circle, circle.
I'm watching him. I don't know what he's doing.
It's okay, neither does he.
It's an interesting test because I just want to see, will it ever work?
He's messing with you because you hired him and you're not going to do your own.
I know, he's like, why you got to watch me so close?
Yeah.
It's like, just can't you hire me and just let me do my work?
Yeah, leave me alone. Let me do my work.
It's actually just taking those little slivers out, and that's it.
I know.
I wonder if it would be better if you started from the other end of the field on the long pass, line it up where
Yeah.
the started.
I don't know. Let's try that. Because he's just, it doesn't really know. I don't know. Maybe it didn't finish it, but let's just go down here. Because you would think, come down here, then it should start going the other way, theoretically. But you can see where where I've driven through the straw windrow. Okay, let's see what it does. I usually expect it to line up a little bit. Now just put that combine head down and just go. All right.
I'll be back in a minute.
It looks like that might. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. It looks like he's worked himself out. Okay. Now this guy right here, I was wanting to set up. Oops. I was wanting to set up to the same specs as the. I don't know if I want to hire a worker. I'm curious now. Now I want to see if this does it. If an AI worker will pick up straw.
I think you'll be able to get it on GPS. Don't think AI would do it.
It doesn't look like it. There was a rumor that it would. Doesn't seem to be wanting to do it. Oops. Why did it go to that? Yeah. I don't see it doing that. Okay, steering assist then. So we were at 6 meters with the combine. We did 3 headlands. Work direction, automatic, offset, show lines on, okay. All right, so yeah, that looks like that line's on. I don't know if it's on perfectly in the right spot to pick up all of it. It looks like it's picking up all of it. Looks like I'm a little bit off to the right too much, but I wonder if they've adjusted the pickup inside the baler, what it's actually running over. To me, it looks off, but it might be just because of the angle that I'm looking at it. It seems pretty good though. Like this part's good. I don't have to have the AI actually do this for me. It would be nice if they could pick up or if they could do baling, but that's okay. Maybe they can under certain circumstances. It did not do it there. I had heard that you could hired workers would do baling by setting them up to the same specs as the combine, and then they would know where to get the straw, but I don't see that happening. I don't think that's true, but who knows? It's been an interesting little test here. He seems to be fine now. He came back up the field. I'll see what he does when he gets to these jagged edges. But it should work. If you look at the pattern, that is kind of how it looked. It went down and turned to the right. So when it has lines going up and down the field, it will not do an L shape. You know, I was hoping what it would do on the L is go down there and then turn right automatically, like it does in the headland, but no, it likes the straight line. I'll see if he waits for me while I'm doing this, and I wonder if there's a bale here, if that's going to have trouble navigating. Probably will, actually. This is probably not a good idea to put these bales down. But I want to see. I want to see what happens. Interesting little situation there. I should be bailing up on this end because he's going up and down the field, going away from me. So I may go, if it looks like it'll have problems, I may come back around and get the bale stacker and move him out of the way so he doesn't have trouble with that. Probably shouldn't have started there. Wasn't really
Be interesting to see what it does.
Yeah. Yep. So, well, it's okay. I'll take the test. And so they're making progress on this AI, but okay, just under 3 minutes before the next ad set.
Having the GPS there default now, that's absolutely huge.
I know. If you're a console, man, your life just changed.
100%.
Yep, I really like it. This is one of the things I hated about early game when the new games came out.
For sure, yeah.
First we think thumbins. Well, Billy wanted me to go with the mini baler. And my friend Turtle loves the mini baler, so do I want to do the corners? I don't think I do. I think I'm not going to do this edge. We're going to turn and go back. And he's full. All right, Mr. Combine, I'll be right back. I only got one tractor. There was a mod early on in 22 that they modded this mini baler, and there was a trailer that attached behind it, and there was a chute that would toss them into the trailer behind it.
Yep.
And it was pretty cool, but I couldn't figure out. I got frustrated with it one day because I couldn't figure out how to open it to get the bales out that were in there. And then, so I uninstalled it. I never tried it again after that, but there was a way to do it. Apparently, it just wasn't working in the trigger I was using. But that was cool, though.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Come out that, and it would just shoot up into the trailer. out behind you there. Maybe that mod will come back. If anything, it was cool animation, but it's a real machine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I haven't used this little machine though barely since the launch of 22.
Same. I can't remember the last time I used the small baler.
You know, if I go back down this row, I'm gonna have to pick it up because the combine surely will have trouble if. So I think let's turn that off. I'll go get the trailer. And I'll come back and keep this up. James is the one that turned me on to looking at that one that threw him in the back of the.
Oh yeah.
He'll set up 2 or 3 combines, 2 or 3 tractors and trailers, unload combines and load semi-trailers, auto driving course bay, and just let them big old giant fields. Just kind of let them do their thing and manage the whole. I'm full.
I was just about to say your trailer's full, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I knew that.
Here's a question. With the train deformation, if
Uh-huh.
the trailer's heavier as it is full now, is the ruts deeper as to when it's in?
Well, I don't know. So we're going over the windrows right now. It's hard to see with the stubble. But let me do this. Let me empty it, and then I'll go back over those next to them and see if it's any different.
I assume it would be if they're accounting for weight of the vehicles to begin with.
Well, they say they were when they talked about the physics of the whole thing at FarmCon. At least that's what I got in the translation. I watched that whole thing back about 2 weeks ago because I was wanting to do a video on it.
Oh, yeah.
So I went back and rewatched so I could. I didn't rewatch it. I'd never watched it the first time. Oh, almost forgot. Okay. So, so the ones on that to the left are the ones with full trailer and with an empty trailer. I think it might make a difference slightly, but I don't know that. Well, yeah. Okay, so yeah, look at those, and then these.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Like, okay, for example, there's one there. And then there's one here, full, empty. Yeah, and that's consistent across this. Here's another, big old lump there you can barely see. And that one's tamped down pretty good. All right, well, there you go. So you can't see it when there's stubble, obviously, but you can see it on stuff above that. That's pretty nifty. Now, it doesn't affect the yield, or if I can get it, I don't think, anyway. It'd be interesting if it did.
Someone's going to bring something out for soil compaction to this now. I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah, because it is. I don't think the file's hidden. It's I think it's right there to be. It's XML, I believe. I don't even think all this is XML. As Dave was saying, it was amazing how much of the game is scripted with just regular XML. Like, I mean, most of it is anyway, but I'm just talking about even the special new features are just easy coding. It's not a difficult locked Lua script. I think they're trying to steer as much as they can out of the Lua so they can use more cores.
Probably. Keep the optimization too.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Agra Renee 122446. Thank you for the follow. All right. So we got the trailer. I'm going to leave the trailer under here. I want to see if he drives back to it next time. Yeah. If they did that, that'll be OP, man. Okay. All right, let's leave that right there. I don't think he'll empty, but he might actually drive to it, though. I don't know. It seems like he did last time, but it might have been because that part was done, though, in the course that it had laid out. I might not know what to do next, so I was going back to the beginning and ran into the trailer. Therefore, stopped. Okay, so I'm going to go get the bale stacker, and I'm going to stack these ones where the combine's going to go past. Over here on the edge first, just to get them out of the way. I wasn't thinking about which route he might take. I'm going to stop and check for a minute and see how my system is actually functioning with this. I feel like definitely my cooler fans are working a little bit harder on this. So I just want to see if what are they doing here? I'm using 59% of my GPU, 60, but I'm streaming very high. Okay. Well, obviously I know there's very high power being used there. Well, my GPU runs hot anyway, but I'm using 63% of it. It's at 88 degrees Celsius. That's pretty substantial, actually, but it's not that uncommon for this card to run like that. That's a little bit hot. I don't like that. I don't know. I'm going to have to... Possibly it's using 61% of my CPU right now. 17 gigs of memory.
I'd imagine it's streaming that's pulling up the temps.
It probably is, yes. And thank you for the follow there. No, on YouTube. Micro, you have to give me English there. I don't have any idea what that means. I'm definitely English. Some say since I live in Alabama, I might have trouble with English. No offense, I'm not profiling.
Here we go again.
Landy's like, dude. Oh, man. Next thing I'll be talking about wheelchairs since I'm in one. Okay. so we're gonna lower this down. I've not used one of these in a while. It is kind of cool though. It's just a lot of work. Just a lot of work. This thing's working pretty good, I guess, as bale picker uppers go. $11. 13 and 14. 14 little ones. Somebody caught a rubber ducky on the fishing game. I need to put some more customized stuff in the fishing game. You can easily customize that little thing. Put all any kind of GIFs or JPEGs that are in the right format. Okay, so we're gonna unload it right here. I assume unload is Y. Unload bales here. And bam. Alright, he looks like he's moving along pretty well. I thought there was a way you can actually see there. Somebody said you could see it, like, when you get a certain distance from them. I can't see that. Unless it's down below. We're at 73%. Okay, I didn't really see how you could see it on the fly. Do another row while it's going. I just thought about the fact I'm driving around with my tongs for my bales forks sticking out.
Yep.
There's not really oops, that's because I'm in window mode. I'm in trouble with the mouse view. Should probably not have those like sticking out. I don't know if it matters. It doesn't really matter. I don't even know like what you normally do with these in real life. If they would move that or not.
In the field, probably keep them low because of your center of gravity. In the UK, I used to see them drive with the forks up in the air, angled down when they were on the road.
on the roads, but then when you're on a field, then he would keep it, like you're saying, low, so it's probably what makes more sense. Keep it low, like something like that, or maybe even up somewhere, so it's not, yeah, so I was probably right. I usually take it off, but I didn't take it off in this case, but I'm not necessarily realistic. I'm what I play is realistic. That's been my joke with virtual in the last few years is he does the realism experiment. I do the realism experiment. Yeah. I don't know if he's ever heard me say that before, but I'm realistic, and I did not come up with that. Somebody else did. I thought it was pretty good. So, realistic farming, just done it my way. Okay, and I messed up my chat on because I highlighted it by mistake here. Let me see. I highlighted the messages when I was trying to change my angle there. If I use full screen, hey Dark Ops, what's up? If I use full screen, I can't see the restream chat overlay. I mean, I just have to look off to my, which I kind of don't know if I want to keep using it. I kind of like just looking over there to my right, but if there's too many people, I can't see everything coming up. But I don't have enough to worry about that. I'm just not very good at keeping up with chat with more people than 10 in it.
Yeah.
How much are you? Doing pretty good, Dark. I mean, maybe with one venue I could probably, but when I'm doing two, it's a little bit more of a task. What I might do with that is I might take and move that off to my right. I need a third monitor, but I'm not going to get one. Bear82, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh, we're 100%, so we'll go ahead and I think my combine might be nearly full, so what we'll do is we'll unload this bale. You're okay? All right. Well, I'm doing a little early access here on FarmSim 25. Thanks to my friend X-Man and Giants. Being as patient as I can till Tuesday. Well, you know, you're getting there. You're almost halfway there since early access started. You booked the whole week off. All right. Well, I think you'll like it. If you're a FarmSim fan overall, I think they did a really great job. It's not perfect, but, you know, it never will be. There isn't any kind of farming game around that's anywhere near it, so it's pretty good. They've done a really fair job getting it looking good. I mean, the biggest thing is the you're obsessed with FS. Nice. I mean, the biggest thing is the graphics, man. And the ground deformation part of the graphics being part of that. That's great. Rain, weather patterns, a little bit different. The fog I like. It's really all about environment to me. You know, you get a bonus of having a guidance or steering assist with in vanilla without a mod. So that's awesome. It looks good on your system. Man, I'm telling you what, my stream does not do it justice at all. At all. If you add a factor to it, I don't know what the factor is, 4 or 5 times better. I mean, it's very, very crisp and real, and on your looking at it on your own PC. And if you got a 4K monitor, this thing will be amazing.
Oh, I can only imagine what this looks like in 4K.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm gonna run over the crop. I was concerned it might not well looking good on my rig. Well, I have a 3060 Ti. The only thing right now, because I'm streaming, 2 different streaming uploads, and I've got Steam open, and I've got some browsers open. I'd say it's performing well. It just depends on your system. But I'm on ultra settings too. I could turn it down. 3080 Ti? Oh, it'll look good, dude. Yours is better than your card's better than mine. And yours probably runs a little bit faster processor speed, because that was one downfall with this PC when I bought it. I bought it. It's a Best Buy machine, and they're not always the best when it comes to all the hardware being higher. I wish I'd went with a little bit faster processor, but then again, you know, the cost sometimes is a factor. It usually is a factor for me. Like I didn't have an unlimited amount of money. Yeah, it's, well, mine's at 4. It's overclocked to 4. I don't know how many cores mine has. Probably, I don't know if it's 8 or 12. It might be 12. I don't know. I'll have to look at the processor. I don't remember which one it is. Is this the Asia map? It is. Yes. I am right in the middle of the map. And I am doing a save game. I don't know if there's anything in particular you want to see. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. You notice the monorail, right? So you got your ocean right here. And then the farm that they start you with is down here in the corner, in the left corner. But I don't like it down there as much. I mean, it's all right. It's not bad, but I like this spot right here because it's up right in the middle. A little bit more expensive piece of land. Yeah, the port as a drop spot's nice. I can visit that real quick. That's all you're doing is just dropping stuff off here, but yeah. It's pretty good. Anyway, I'm right here. There's a farm, a second farm here. I don't know if there's a third farm somewhere. I just know that's your starter right there. And I know that, what are these little, oh, that's a village. Oh, that's on that mountain. Okay, and then I'm starting right here in the middle. No, that's a vehicle shop. That's the vehicle shop. No, good call, but that is the vehicle shop. So I don't think there is. I think there's only 2 pre-made spots where you could possibly do a farm. Now there's some other areas. What's that over there? Oh, that's a sawmill. Okay. There may be another area somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I mean, there's lots of little pockets where you could possibly make one. Well, there's lots of areas. I could come up with 10 different places to build a farm. But right there, that's my favorite spot on this map. Some mountain forestry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where the, if you're looking for pines on this, I don't know that there's a dedicated spot on here with just pine trees for the scorpion. I think they're all intermingled. You know how a lot of your modded maps have one spot that's all pines? Not this one. Not this. Not that I've seen. Maybe there is a pine plantation somewhere, but I haven't seen it. Get to use the zip line finally. The zip line's cool. I used it in Silver Run quite a bit. That's actually pretty fun. And that was my favorite part about Silver Run, is the zip line. I had a lot of fun on that map with that. Like I said, other than that, I didn't really go for that map very much other than that. It was all right. I played it for a little while. I never finished building everything. I supplied the was it a roller coaster? Yeah. I supplied it with everything. I built a boat. But I got bored with it. As I yawn. Okay, let me see how full his combine is. Yeah, he's only half full. Trying to do two things at once here with one tractor is kind of, I don't know if I'm saving myself any time doing this, but you're not going to hook up to that side of this. Well, they call it Asian, so they don't even specify a country. So, you know, I have a some of my family lives in the Philippines, and kind of looks like that in some ways. So I don't know. I know I mean, at one point people were talking Japan, but I don't know. They don't really ever name where the American style map is either, I don't think. Oceanic map? Yeah. Yep, I guess. Yeah, I noticed. I know. Well, they say that's where they think it might be. It looked strikingly similar. Don't know if that's the case. Now, okay. So the thing is now that I took the implement off, and now I have to reset it up to go back to that, to use that the same course. I have to re-up it. Oops, come on. Yeah, now it's not accepting that. Let me see. 6 meters. Oh, steering assist, that's why. Because you had the wrong thing, that's why. It was 6 meters for the combine. And he's probably going to be ready. Oops, I forgot to turn the bale around that time. All right, I'll get this straight somewhere. Somewhere in Arkansas, they say. Yep. Could be. I mean, Arkansas is the #1 export in Arkansas is rice. In fact, I never knew that till we drove through Arkansas that time, and I was like, whoa, these are rice fields. I never knew. Who knew? When I thought Arkansas, I just didn't think rice. Yeah, it is. If you look it up on Google, you'll find that Arkansas is the #1 export is rice. Okay, ads are on. So I'm probably talking to not very many people. I'm not going to take this all the way, I don't think, unless he's done. I do need to go empty out the combine here in a minute, but... Oh, he's still moving. Okay. He's got to be close to being full, though. And it looks like it's doing those jagged edges just fine. We'll see if he turns appropriately there. At the end, when we get down to that spot there that's kind of on a point, if he turns and goes to the next. Sometimes in 22 or and older, they had trouble when they get to the end of a row that ended and there's something behind them. A lot of times they won't turn around. Yeah, somebody knew what they were doing there. Like I said, the steering assistance lines will stay active on slight turns, but it won't do like anything more than, I want to say, 30 degrees. Question is, if you had a round field, do I play realistic? No, I play wheelistic. Now, you know what, sometimes, it's a play on words, right? Wheelistic, WHEELISTIC. But sometimes I try to play, more on the real side, but sometimes I don't. So I'm kind of like a hybrid. I mean, I'm not a farmer in real life, although I played one on YouTube. So I really don't even know. Do you have the, no. Okay, so I do use modded equipment, okay? But I'm not going to use a trailer with 2 million. I might modify it to where it's 200,000. Like on Pleasant Valley in 22 is a 16X map. I have a 200,000 liter trailer. And I have the combine does like 60,000, 30,000, 40,000. So I try to, yes, I will let it exaggerate a little bit. Like, for example, in 22, sometimes I use the real speed mod to make my vehicles go just a little bit faster, but not too fast. So like even doing field work, instead of going 6, I might have my vehicle going 12. Some of them do, but so I will use a modded combine that holds 30,000, even though normally it might hold 15. So I might double or triple the amount that something holds, but so that's about what I do. Try not to go too overboard. I mean, I do like to use auto load. That's not realistic. Loading pallets, I do prefer auto load and bales. did drop auto load in. Yeah, I mean, so sometimes. I mean, sometimes I'll get a wild hair and decide I want to load bales with a fork. Or I do forklift for fun for a little bit. But not that often. If I'm honest. So, I've developed a play style since 2015, and I kind of just follow it. And it's just my kind of play style. It's not ultra realism. It's not ultra modded. It's kind of in between. Spartacus, is it better than 22? Absolutely. I mean, in my opinion, 22 was really good, and this is really good too. It's definitely better. I fast traveled equipment, me too. You pre-ordered yours? Awesome. No. Teleporting is not real. You're right. We haven't quite developed the technology yet. You're not lying there. You pre-ordered 2 copies. Nice. Well, I hadn't bought mine yet, and then I got a key, so I'm glad I didn't do it. I didn't think I was going to get one, and my friend X-Man gave me one of the 2 copies that he got from Giants for being a content creator at their event. So, one on Steam for release, and the collectors, which I'm giving my stepdad. Oh, that's awesome. You'll be able to farm with him. That's cool. And I assume he plays now? I assume that's true. Yep. I mean, if you've been a Farm Sim fan for years, you're going to like it. If you want something that's different gameplay, you're not really going to find it. It's still farming. How's the store? The store is more limited a little bit. There's some pluses and minuses. You have anything in mind, Spartacus? You want me to show you anything? I can. It's going to be missing some of the DLC, a lot of the DLC stuff. We'll see what Giants added on day 1. Tractors and cars. Well, all right. So I'll give you a couple highlights that I've figured out. So you got your small tractors. Just wanted to point out the Azeki right there. You got your John Deere 3650 from before. Dutzfar. The Virtus, I don't know that was here before. Dutzfar people are interested in, so that's that one. So that's your small. And then if you go to mediums, immediately you're going to find an Adco tractor, the white, which is new. A lot of people are really happy to see this. And the store region locked to your map is the store. No, it's not locked to the map at all. Same exact store for both. Good question. So the white tractor, that's a highlight for the mediums. There's a Challenger. There's no JCBs right now. There's the Dutzfar, and there was another John Deere. There's a 6R, but I think it's a 4755 under medium tractors in 22. That's not available in 25 so far. And then as far as your large tractors, this Valtra S series, awesome looking tractor, man. I love it. A lot of people are going to like that one. And then you've got your Xerion 12. And then I think this one here is a nice new one here too as well. This Steiger 715 quad track. I think that they had one before, but I don't think they had that exact one. But anyway, and then as far as trucks, highlight would be this International with different bed options. And then you have an International snub nose, flat nose. The old style tractors, but tractors. Yeah. They're not gonna they didn't put a lot of the older style obviously because they're trying to showcase the new stuff. But anyway, that's that International truck. And then the other only thing to note in my mind, well, this is in the map, which is funny. And then this truck. A lot of people like this truck right here, so. Yeah. Is that what they call? Anyway, does that help you out? Any other question about the store? Yes. So it's more limited. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there's stuff that isn't there, but there's some stuff that is there. So depends on what you mean by limited. You know, obviously on day one, generally, Giants puts out a bunch of free vehicles and stuff in the mod hub that isn't in base game, but they've included in as a mod that Giants actually throws in. So are they going to do that this time? I don't know. I have no inside information. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Some say they'll put the JCBs in, or maybe we don't know about that, but maybe. But they put the Anderson Bale collector in last year, the one that does square bales, and loads them in and drops them off in a flat way. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I don't think the tie downs have changed. I haven't used a lot of tie downs. And honestly, I don't use the flatbed very much or the lowboy, where I load up equipment and bring it back to my farm. That much. I usually just make several trips and get it. Sometimes I will get a trailer at the beginning of my games, but I don't normally do that. Some people will go and load their kit up on a trailer and bring it back. Yeah, the steering assistance is being used right this moment. Now, back in the day, the guy here in the chat with me, I remember him loading up lowboys and bringing them back to the farm with a bunch of equipment.
All the time.
I don't know if you still do that. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember you doing that. Like, yep, he's loading up his kit. I remember, when you're starting your game save, or your playthrough.
Yep.
Like, yep, there he is, loading it up. Bear 82. Thank you for the follow. Yep. You try to fit as much stuff as you can on that flatbed. But I think I remember more than one trip, though. I don't know that you overloaded it. At times I have done that. Okay. So there might not be a lot of a feel difference in pulling something heavier that's loaded. I don't know that you can feel it when you're driving, Stephen, but when you're on the field, we did a little test and you can definitely see that the ground sinks deeper with a full trailer than it does with empty. I like taking the equipment there, but usually send it back to the store, or that amount lets you move the. Yeah, I've used that too. I didn't use it this last time in that much, but yeah. So, as far as driving, I don't know that there's much difference. Maybe slight difference, but I don't think unless you turn it on. I think there's a setting you can turn on that allows your tipper to or your trailer to have realistic. Sweet, excited to play. I think you still have to turn on this thing right here where it does simulate load weights. I think it's in. Where's that at? I never really used it because I just would rather just fill it. I don't really want to play with it like that, but some do. Where is that? Trailer fill limit. In this particular one, trailers can only be filled until the max allowed weight is reached. In that case, if you overfilled it, I think it does make a huge. You can feel the difference. Clovis, how you doing? You play with that? Yeah. Some do. I never have. Not opposed to it. I am on the Hutan Pante. Right there. My farm is right here in the middle. Twisters? Oh, there's twisters.
You want to spawn one again?
Maybe, yeah. I might could do that. They're loud. I don't know if you know what? I don't know if I do or not.
I honestly, the way I would do that, considering what we experienced yesterday, I would open up a new save to just demonstrate that in there.
I
screw up this.
I think that you're probably right on that. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll mess with that for a minute. Let me. Oh yeah, they're there. You better turn your volume down. I can tell you that. Of course, I was right next to it. Maybe I'll try to spawn it up and then I'll get away from it. Hey, Matza. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Are you happy? Yeah, it's great. Matza, it's great. It's a great update. Save game and quit. That's what I was doing before I saw Matza there. Oops, sorry, I've got my chat thing and it's screwing up the. Okay, here, let me move that. It's annoying to me. Okay, there we go. It's helping me, but it's also annoying at the same time. I wonder if I should. Here, I could try something else. Maybe your stream is. Wait. Am I streaming in Discord? no way. I didn't know that. Oh, no wonder my GPU was like, I didn't even know that, dude.
Oh, so you're streaming in like all 3 different places?
Oh my. I didn't even see that. I was doing it earlier and I forgot to shut it off. That's gonna help. PC's like, thanks, man. Jeez.
Poor thing was screaming, probably.
Well, now my it's only 67 degrees now, and 30%. Okay, I'm not in the game either, but
Oh yeah.
it's not gonna help. Wow. Anyways, all right. I'm so distracted. It's like squirrel. Go after it. Okay. Should I do Riverbend Springs to test this? Sure. Let's do it. All right, let's see. I gotta be able to pull this down so I can see chat. Oh, I was gonna try to put this on another screen. Let's see. Any mods yet? The government subsidy mod. I don't need to see who's in my Discord at the moment, so let's see. I can leave it there. Let me see. I'm changing the settings on my restream chat because I feel like it keeps getting in my way over there on the game screen. I'm getting irritated. Up until like 2 weeks ago, I was only streaming on Twitch, and I wasn't worried about all this. But now that I've got all this extra stuff, I gotta figure out a new way to play it here, or a new way to get my screen organized. Hello, Steve's Mods. How we doing? All right, good to see you. All right, we're about to spawn a tornado. Oh, they call him Twister here in the game. Wait, did I do the tutorial? Wait a minute. Dang it. Why'd I do that? I forgot to. I can get rid of the tutorial. Hold on. All right, let me see. That should work. All right, let me do this. I'm going to spawn this thing a little ways away from me because it's so cotton picking loud, man. I thought it was going to spawn in. I hope that one was like an 80K option or something. It was 8K or 8 mil, nothing between. Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't put it in. Now within the SGA, Darius modded one of the cultivators to make it a plow, and I do have that in my game because it's a square plow. I hate the other ones, so. But I would use them, but since he did it, since he modded it, let's go to the corner. I want to see what it might do if it hits those trees. I want to see what it does to the. All right, here. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to, wait. I'm going to turn down, I'm guessing it's environment volume.
Probably, yeah.
Let's turn that down a little bit. Okay. All right. All right, you ready? I'm gonna get away from it, so I'm right in the middle of it. Can't spawn to my vehicle because I'm in the dang tutorial. Guys, when you're in the tutorial, you have to do it their way. You can't just hop in any vehicle and move on. You You got to opt out of the tutorial if you don't want it to restrict you. So there it is from a distance. It's not very loud from back here. Now, you know, if I go in there and turn it back up, oh, character, that's not it. If I go back up to 70%, that's fine. You can't really hear it from here. Now, as far as the sky getting dark, it does a little bit. Obviously, it's not pure blue. I mean, but you get up here by it, it picks up loudness really quick. Now, because I spawned it in, it's not moving. Big T, Sharknado. Yeah, man. How you doing? How come streaming Portrait? That's because you're on the shorts version. I have 2 streams on YouTube. One is shorts, and the other one is a normal stream. They're both active right now. So you see the rain's coming down just a little bit. You should be able to find it. Ad starts in 2 minutes on Twitch. Anyway, because I spawned it in, it's not moving. But I think it does move. So, yeah, I'm doing the YouTube Shorts exclusively like that because it shows up on the Shorts feed and people are able to click on it and find my stream. And it's super popular right now. But now, I know that Dave had one in and it seemed like his was moving. But because I spawned it, it's just there. I think. I don't know. Maybe they will spawn in and they won't actually track anywhere. But there you go. Look at that thing, man. It's pretty cool. Honestly, too bad you can't get up in it. I know. It didn't show your message there, Spartacus. I don't know what you used there, but somehow my bot caught it. But anyway, it don't matter. But yeah, you can't get up there. But what is it doing? I'm not gonna be able to hear anything. Now, if it gets into these trees, it will clip these trees off at about 20 feet, 10 feet. They don't destroy buildings, so. Anyway, I didn't get to despawn. That's fine. I'll quit out of that. We're not going to save that, so that's fine. Won't quit without saving. So there's your tornado. Does it damage the land? I think it didn't look like it was doing anything to the crops, and the terrain does not get damaged. Wow, what a storm. Old Gamers Lane and Wayne. Hey, man. Welcome to the stream on YouTube there. It's like if you're watching on YouTube, just remember we have both formats. We have the shorts format and the regular format. I mean, it's all right, Big T. You know, they could have done worse. They could have done better, but it's all right. I mean, I give it an 8. You know, I'd like to see really dark clouds up above. You know, tornadoes super dark when those things hit, and I live kind of in Tornado Alley, so somewhat. All right, Spartacus, take care, man. Thanks for joining. I think you got an ad, though. I don't know if you can hear me. Unless you're a turbo user. All right, guys, I'll tell you what. It's a good time for me to take a quick break. Unfortunately, the ads are running. Let me wait till the ads get back. I didn't notice that, but I mean, it is time for me to do that real quick. So I'm at 2 hours and 34 minutes in, so I want to take quick. You're not going to like me on Twitch because there's an ad. All right. So you guys on Twitch, you're just getting back. I'm sorry. I didn't really say anything since you went on break there. I need to take a quick break though. So I know we just got back from ads. I'm sorry, that was poor timing. And a wall cloud, yeah, it would be. Yep. But I'll be back in just a minute. So, well, give me, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, give or take, and I'll be back. So just hang in there, and we'll continue to stream in just a few minutes. All right, guys, so we're back. I need to take out the BRB for the shorts. And there we are. All right, so let's continue on here. Do I want to go back to the save in Asia? I think I do. I think that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, somebody wanted to know about the mod hub or the mods available. There's only there's just the one. Comes with 2 tiers of contracts per subsidy. Municipal 48 and 480. So you have 2 levels, 48, 480, and then you have 4 million and 48 million. So they did raise the lower one, but they did do a low one, but then they did do an extreme one too. However, subsidy benefits are only granted during sunny weather. And that's all that's on there, except for I have that that plow right there that Darius modified to, or the cultivator that Darius modified into a plow. Oh, yearly instead of monthly. There you go. Okay. I never used that mod. I did download it into my Pleasant Valley save game 3 days ago, but I haven't used it yet. I haven't changed months yet. And I only did that because the save is over anyway. And I was trying to buy a certain thing and I wasn't going to have any money for it because I needed $16 million. And I only had like 4 million. All right, but that's it. I mean, 22 is on its way off my computer, so, well, I might leave it installed. I don't know, for now. Until I want to put something else in there. All right, so 68% loaded, 95, there we go. So my plan is I'm going to be streaming until 6 p.m. my time, which is an hour and a half from now. So not the top of the next hour, but the top of the hour after that. So 1 hour and a half or 1 hour and 45 minutes is about what I'm going to do there. Now, I've heard that your worker will actually pick back up and go. This one didn't do that, but he is full. That's why. Okay, no wonder. All right, so it's back to that now that we've went through a tornado. We'll get that trailer. Okay. Oops, sorry. No. You can definitely hear the trailer rattling as I'm going down the field too. Now, I was going to get in that and move it, but I don't know if it'll change the... I got crop destruction on here. I was going to move it, but then I thought, well, it might mess up the worker, but I don't think so. I don't think it's even hired at the moment. I'm interested to see if he would have kept going had he not been full without me restarting him. And I've been told that you can do that, but I've not seen it. So I'm gonna put down the little placeable bread or flour mill, or I forget what it is exactly. I think it's a flour mill. There's a little placeable, that small little mini production, if you would. Mine carried on. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. You gonna empty them, hire a worker, and restart? Yeah, I believe so, KW. Oh, I can't. Oh, you saying... Yeah. All right. Sure. I want to see if what Billy said is true. Am I muted again? I shouldn't be. If I am, I'm going to be ticked. No, I'm not muted. You can't hear me? Billy heard me because he responded to that message. Nope, I am not muted. KW heard me. You had me worried there for a minute. I thought, did I do that again? Oh, your tab was muted. Well, you better take care of that. Uncle Henry, what's up? How is FS25? It's great so far. It is great. Very happy with it. Yep, it is really good. And look at that, Billy. He's continuing on. I didn't do anything. A blender short key that, yeah. Yeah, yep. I understand, my friend. Well, you're good. Good now. Yeah, it just, I went ahead, emptied him, hired him back. He was working. I saved, restarted, and he restarted. So, automatic. That's good. All right. Apparently, this tractor is still on it, on the steering assistance, because it's the lines are all still there. Yeah, okay. The problem is, though, is it's not recognizing. So I have to go back and set it up again. I think I do. I'm not sure if this has worked. Well, no. Steering assist. Maybe it is working the way they wanted it. No. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's there. So by default, if you have to pull up that menu, it doesn't stay where you last left it on that vehicle. It goes back to the AI assistant. It goes back to the hard workers. So you got to flip the tab again in order for it to work again properly. I got the collector's edition. Nice. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Did you already get it in the mail? So like I said, we'll be going for roughly another hour and a half or so. So 30 minutes, it'll be 5 o'clock for me, and then another hour after that. So, and then I don't know what I'm going to do later on after that. I don't know. We'll see. I might just chill and watch some other people play for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I might stream some more. Might not. Tomorrow, more than likely, my stream will not be until after 8 o'clock at night, my time, which is pretty late, but maybe in the hour in the afternoon for a little bit, but I doubt it. So it'll likely be. I was trying to open a pack of candy there. Okay, now I got to turn. But maybe at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. But I do need to get a stream in tomorrow because it's still part of my 25 till 25. Normally I don't stream on Sundays. But because I said I was doing 25 days, I do have to for a little bit. And then on Monday, my plans are doing like pretty much all day coverage again. Tuesday, I'm not sure. Wednesday, I'm probably taking a break because that will be my 25th day. And you guys already have the game anyways. But if you like me, you're usually watching the stream while you're playing the game. Usually it's the same game. Which seems weird, but it's just the way it is. Gamers who watch Twitch or YouTube are an interesting phenomenon because we watch streams of games of people playing games that we play at the same time. It's like split screen. Yep. Oh, this is kind of off on my lines. It did not reestablish what I've already done. I don't think you can move the lines left or right. I wish they had that in there. That's the one thing I miss about it is with VCA or guide and steering, you can move the lines over if they're off. In this case, no. Nevertheless, I kind of like having the lines though. So I have to set this up again. But see, I'm so used to having the, guide steering or VCA or something like that that I really don't like to play without it. Okay, so let's try to jump inside. Oh man, it's so quiet. It's so great. That's like a really nice ambient sound to take a nap to right there. You hear the engine purring like that. But I just better not do that though. We could have issues if I do that. Be a little bit less entertaining. I don't, see any kind of. It'd be nice if we have. I know my friend JJ is probably wondering if we have movable mirrors, and we don't. Hello, Higgs Boston Matt. It's going good. I got the sunroof on this, or I forget what they call that. A little bit more of a challenge here trying to get around that little bale. If that little bale wasn't there, we'd be fine. Let's say Boston here and there. Lots, excuse me. Lots say okay. Gotcha. I don't think I've ever said all of your name all at once all the time either. Black Ranger, hello. I think I usually call you Matt or something like that. It's a science thing. Higgs Boston. Right, so we got mini bales everywhere. You figured not many would have that name. You're probably not wrong. Matter of fact, you're the only one I've ever seen. If they did have the same name, they'd be duplicate. Okay, select the row. Oops, I was on it already. Okay. And my combine, it looks like it is finished. No, it's not finished. And it's still on the worker, so I'm gonna have to use the other. Okay, let me go. Elise of New York. Elise, welcome to the stream. It's going to take a mighty long time to pick up all these mini bales. But that's okay. What else do we have to do? Showcase the entire game. Bingo, Elias. I love the science stuff. I do as well, though my field of study was chemistry and interest in making things explode. So you're a pyrotechnic, huh? Oh yeah. Sure is. And I need all the money I can get. I got $4,000 left on my save right now. I just started. I spent $1 million buying the land, buying the vehicles. It is a big field for sure. Yep. So I'll get a return somewhat. I don't know. I'm going to probably take the oats and make flour and bread out of it. Yep, I had to choose the biggest field on the map to harvest, didn't I? No, but if I'm going to start my save game, I mean, I'm going to start it somewhere. Awesomeness, pyrotechnics is fun. Of course. Blow stuff up. Fix it or blow it up, one of the two. Man, I'm not technically, but along the same line. Oh, well, okay. I'm totally just going right over those those windrows. But you can see the effects of the tires on them. So I'm at 0.5 speed and time. It is now 17:04 in the game, and it ain't far from 17:04 at my house right now. I know that Yosho's doing a multiplayer server with the SGA guys at 6 or 7 tonight, and so we're invited to come in and play with that. I may go into the server with them tonight. We may go ahead and it'll be like a multi-stream with a bunch of people, but it's gonna be chaotic. But I'll probably, I may participate with that. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, it's 4:51 here, Matt. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I may participate with that. We kind of want to do a stress test, and on his server. Yosho's server's in his house, so I do not on this map. You start out with 3 on the Riverbend Springs on the US map. So what I'm trying to do, yeah, well, not much. It gets dark at 5 o'clock here. So my plan is once I get all the straw picked up and I get things, kind of progress down the road, is I do want to put a pasture in fairly soon. Because I want to put one of those movable ones where you can draw the pasture in and they graze on it. You can move them. Yeah. Well, some people in early game do baling just so they can sell it and make a little extra money, because money is tight at the beginning. I mean, silage bales are like the best way to make money at the beginning now. But you got to have the equipment for it. So I might make this a grass field till the end of the year. I'm not sure, but I do want to mow so I can do some silage bales. I follow a few dairy cattle farmers on YouTube because I grew up on a farm. Oh, nice. All right, so I think I want to do something else here for a minute. I'm starting to get course play. No, this is the steering assistance that's added into the vanilla game. It maybe looks similar to course play, but I'm actually driving this. It's just connected to the steering assistance right now. Course play is not updated yet. Unless somebody's updated something on the GitHub. But probably not, though, with the pre-release. I doubt it. I don't think they can do that yet. But I don't know much about how they... All right. This is one of the best features they added, honestly, because now you can probably see where you should drive to help train yourself. Great to know.
Course play for FS25 exists.
Does it? Ah.
Yeah, hub.
Okay. There's the answer.
Wow, I'm very surprised.
Dude, yeah. That's pretty amazing. I didn't use course play in 22 at all. I used auto drive. But I'm curious about 25, though, to see what changes they've made. If, well, maybe they didn't have to make many. I don't know. They'd had to change the UI somewhat. I don't know. I'm curious. Now I want to know. All right, I'm going to bale all the way down to my trailer. And then down when I get there, I'm going to take the trailer and empty the combine. And then we're going to finish that. I may try to do some other job. I don't want to bore you guys with the same thing though. But then again, in the end, I mean, what do you want me to do? It's a farming game. But I can find something else to do though. Probably will not be doing a baling contract next, but if I do, I don't know that I'm going to use the little baler. It was all right here to get me started. Don't know if I'm going to keep using it after this. Well, yeah, to a point. You're right. Oops, you know what? I said I was going to the trailer, so do that then. What are you doing going past it? Helpers do go around better than beforehand. Yes, absolutely. Right, and I did that earlier today. You didn't see that part, but yeah, they do. I mean, there's a few issues when the lines going up and down the fields have a turn in them, but yeah. I used the hired worker to do the. I don't know. Wait, I don't know if I did the hired work on all the headlands. I mean, I don't think I did, but I don't think there would have been a problem. And I messed up. I have crop destruction on, which I never play with it on. Try not to run into the crop here. Let's see. I saw a tad of you starting a helper. They don't have to be square now. It's just a matter of what angle that the lines spawn going back up and down the field, and how smart the AI is in producing a route that makes sense. I mean, that's true, but they will follow that line. So the issue of the square fields and the fields leaving so much of a buffer at the edges is not really as big a deal anymore. It'll take some more time in testing, and we'll see what happens with non-base game maps. Fixed income open for a bit of a discount. Yeah. Well, you're going to see a lot of people, in pre-release here, we're doing field work, and whether or not we use the hired worker and what we allow them to do. But I had full confidence that if I hired the worker, he would have been just fine. Nope, I always ground my fields off where I grew up. No one rounded their fields properly because of grounded. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. I've never had a farm or been on one or grew up. I didn't grow up on one. Nothing. So declared a historical. My farms are historical site. Oh, the museum with a field. Oh, nice. True. So I'm not using the worker right now. I'm just doing it myself. 1736. Wow. Pretty cool. I'm gonna leave just a little bit there, I think. I'll try to back up and get it though. Okay, so that's the end of that. It's funny because you can see how the town ended up built up around the farmland, and then the farm eventually got pushed further, right? The oldest farm that started outside the town and now busy today, it's literally just the border due to expansion, really. I read that really quick, so I didn't read it. I read it. I didn't. Yeah, read it really quick. Okay, so combine is finished. And I'm just gonna run it over here. Is it worth pre-ordering to get the free gift? What's the pre-order? The McDon? If that's the case, yes. Sorry, I was looking at something, guys. Okay. So we're gonna just leave this here. Like that. I'm not gonna put that on the... Let's get rid of the... True. Farm crap. Keep in mind with the stream that, you know, it looks nice on stream, but it looks really good apart from that. So, you know, you take the graphics and multiply it, you know, put a multiplier on it. I don't know what multiplier it is because I spent more time streaming it than I have looking at it, but it's definitely better than what it looks on a stream. But that is true. Nothing beats being able to look at it firsthand. The pre-order's pretty good because you get that McDonald pack if you like doing the swathing or if you want to use it for a mower. But the McDonald vehicle itself is pretty cool. If you don't care about the McDonald and you want to wait for mods and you don't care about that, then, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. But, you know, I don't know. It's all up to you. I don't know if there's going to be a discount on the game for a few months. All right, so we're going to leave the... That pack's going to be available for purchase at some point. Probably, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not, definitely not. You definitely can get it at any time. So if that's not a big deal to you, then, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, yeah. Yep, 3060 Ti is doing great. Doing great. It's a little bit warm, but... All right, so what did I want to do right here? All right. Well, I think I'll tell you what, guys. I think I know what I want to do. I think I'm going to do it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to thank you for that follow, Murdrin. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to end my stream just slightly earlier than I said for now because I need to. I'm starting to get a little bit tired out here, so I need to eat dinner in a few minutes, and there's no need for me to run right up to that if I don't have to. So I think that's what I'm going to do. This is a session here was 2.5 hours. That puts me at about 6 hours today of streaming. And if I'm going to come back tonight and do the multiplayer, I'm going to need some energy for that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If you're on the YouTube Shorts, I am going to wrap that up first. And, get your line in the water there, Green Thumb. I'm going to wrap up. Okay. All right. So anyway, you guys, in the YouTube Shorts video, I'm going to end that now. Talk to you all later over on that one. So we'll wrap that up.